What you are about to see is real police response to a disturbing situation involving a child. The suspect is still inside this house. They're calm, unaware, while officers are outside already discussing how to take him into custody.
Hello.
It was me that called this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Did they give you the...
Kind of, I mean.
So, my daughter had made accusations, which I went in to send her next door because I didn't know how he'll react when y'all talk to him. And I didn't want to put my kids in danger. I do have a 1-year-old sleeping in this room. He's in the living room. But she had accused him of pulling out his dick and masturbating on top of her and touching her inappropriately. But she did it while she was mad. So I got a camera, to see if she was just mad that day and was trying to accuse him of something or something.
I'm sorry. Your daughter tells you that your boyfriend or whatever is doing this to her and you think she's mad, so we're just going to record it happening?
And I caught something on camera this morning, so I give you guys a call.
Can I see that?
Yes. You have to text every few seconds. It's called strong detection.
At least she called right away once she had proof.
About what time was this?
This is at 5:40 this morning. Or no, 4:40. Excuse me. 4:40. It says 4:47.
I have her exact same baby monitor in my hand
The original video
that she's holding.
I think that's... Yes, that's the one where he's masturbating. What are you doing out here? What are you doing out here? This is her.
Jill told me that.
That's the age of her, and you didn't believe this girl? My goodness.
Do y'all need to talk to her?
Not right now.
Okay.
No.
Please go back over there. He does have a violent streak sometimes, so if I don't know how he'll react. I didn't say nothing to him. There's other videos, they're in small clips. That's just how the camera works. It sends it all up to the cloud, motion capture. It's a cheap $20 camera, that's what I could afford.
Okay. Is there more?
Was that the one where he actually pulled it out?
Well, I think I could see, yeah.
Okay, my mind is so...
You're good.
So you can kind of... It shows me... This is when he first entered the room this morning. And he had pulled his camera... Or he got his camera out. And he was looking... I don't know exactly what he was looking for. But that's when it started. He pulled his camera out. We sleep in the room right next door, but I guess I'm just too heavy of a sleeper for that. Then that's when he started unbuttoning his pants. Oh, mercy, why'd you do that to me? And that was the next video, and that's the video. Yeah. That was him bent down messing with it. Oh, which ones are the videos? I should have had this better.
Where's she at?
This is a bed right here where he's bent down at.
Okay.
And he was pulling her blankets back. See, there's her head right there.
Can I see that video next to right there?
Yeah. You're more than welcome to scroll through.
Okay. Do we have any more?
Was that... This is the one where he'll be unbuttoning his pants. And I should have taken a picture of that, but there was a huge wet spot on my daughter's bed from his nut. I don't know what that's called, semen.
Okay. Where is he at right now?
And through that door, he's just asleep on the couch in the front room.
Okay. I'm gonna go make a phone call real quick, and I'll be right back. Hey, sorry to bother you this early, but we're over here at 906 Rainbow. This lady, I don't have any of her information yet, but she called dispatch, but I guess her daughter was accusing of Billy Jackson, was coming into her room and masturbating on her and doing nothing sexual, just going in and masturbating. And
Nothing sexual? What is this officer talking about? What on earth is he talking about?
Exposing himself. Well, last night, I guess, her mom put a camera in there and caught him about 5 o'clock this morning and has pretty good video of him like coming up to her next to her bed like trying to pull the blanket off, and he has his junk out, masturbating and stuff like that. I guess he might have ejaculated. I assume he does. Hey, ma'am, does he live in the house with you? He does? What's she saying? What? Does he live in here at the house with you? Okay, the rental's under his name, yes, so he does live here. I haven't spoken with the girl yet. I mean, she showed me the video, and then I haven't gone any further than that. He's supposedly still in the house, sleeping. So, I mean, there's enough PC for an arrest, but I didn't know what you wanted to do. Yeah, I just put in a video. Yeah, I mean, do I need to do anything with the child? Do I need to do anything with that? Besides, yeah, she does.
I mean, it's hard to dispute what's going on here. They know. This officer literally just saw the video of all this going on. So it's not like we're trying to, be detectives here. Put your thinking cap on. They just need to go arrest this dude. So basically, he's talking to his supervisor, breaking it down and being like, this is what we're about to do. And seems like the guy's inside the house. So that ain't good.
Yeah, she was pretending to be asleep, but she knew it was happening. How old is she, ma'am?
She's 12.
She's 12. Okay. I'll when we get done with here, I'll let her know that you'll be contacting them and get everyone's information and everything. Okay. Right. Okay. All right. Anything else besides that? Do I need to give them a packet or anything?
The packet he's referring to is essentially when you're going to fill out a police report. So once children are involved, you don't have an option to not press charges. But the packet is essentially kind of like all of the things all of the details, your details. And this packet is a lot of times what the police and the prosecutor are looking through when they're deciding how are we going to pursue this case.
Okay, sounds good. So, okay, will do. Appreciate it. Bye. All right.
You sure go 15?
Yep. That was a detective. I was calling him, let him know what we had, and he's gonna set up a forensic interview and everything next week with you. We'll get to that once everything's kind of gone. Okay. Right now, our main concern is just to kind of get him into custody right now. And which bedroom is he in?
No, he's in the.
So the officer right there, he mentioned we're going to set up a forensic interview with you next week. Typically, a forensic interview also includes physical, like what's on you. If you have been the victim of an assault, then a lot of times there is evidence of that assault on you. With this being scheduled next week, seems like, they've already assessed the situation. They realize that nothing has physical happened to her person, but she's been involved in one of these incidents. So they're probably like, let's let it marinate, think about what's happening here, and we'll get you in here to get all the facts. The main concern right now is this dude is inside this house, and they got to secure him.
He's in the living room? Okay. All right.
My youngest daughter, she's in this first bedroom.
Yeah, I would just go wait in there with her.
Just go wait.
And then we can come in after you. And you said there's no weapons in the house or anything?
No, that isn't.
She did say earlier, though, this dude has a violent streak. So I would be doing this with more than 2 officers.
Kitchen knife. They don't have any guns or anything like that.
Okay.
Most likely, I think his daughter is on the couch with him. I tried to wake her up this morning, and she just was. I tried to get her to go over there with them. But she just wasn't
I'm
budging.
gonna see maybe if we can make him come outside and talk with us, and then do it out here, so that way it's, you know what I mean.
She does not want to do that because now she has to wake him up and be like, hey, go talk to the police. That's a scary situation. Plus, he's got his daughter like on top of him or right near him, sleeping with him. That's what it said. So
I'm not sure where he was over here. He might be out in the garage.
Okay, can you take your child?
Oh, him? Yeah, I'll take him. Come on. Puppy. He might be in the garage.
in the garage. Is that him right there? Hey, Billy?
Yeah.
You need to come talk to us outside real quick? Follow the sergeant here.
How did that guy not know police were walking up into his house? He was just standing there like looking out the window. Does he need coffee or what?
Do you have any shoes?
Pro tip. If the police tell you to put shoes on, you're going with them.
Sorry. We're clear. Put your hands behind your back for me. You be cool with me, I'll be cool with you, you understand? Do you understand?
Do you though?
You have any weapons on you?
No.
Anything that's gonna poke me, stick me, stab me?
No, sir.
Alright, separate your feet for me. What's this? Keys? Lighter? Looks like. Okay. There, go in my car. I'll get those out of your pockets before we'll put you in the back.
Notice how this guy hasn't said a word. Not that that's a bad thing, but like for his sake, but at the same time, it's like he knows why he's going. He knew the second the police stepped in, he started to perspire. His heart was racing. He knows he's going to jail for being a horrible, creepy person.
All right, hang up against the car and separate your feet again for me. Once I get done getting those stuff out of your pockets, I'm going to read you something, and then we'll go from there, okay? Are those your keys to your truck or car or what?
Truck.
Your truck, okay. You want them to stay here, or you want to take them with you?
Take them with you.
Okay.
He's a mumbler.
That'll suit for me.
What's that? What'd you say?
I said, having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to me now? No? Is that a no?
What's that?
I just have to say, it was a little funny right there. Not that this is a knock against the officer, because it's totally not. But it was funny that he clearly just read the guy's Miranda rights, and he was reading them off of the internet. A lot of times they have like a little card with them that they flip up and read, but it was funny. I don't think I've ever seen one where you could see the tabs open. He was just reading it, off the internet.
You don't want to talk to me? I'm just saying, either you do or you don't. What's up to you? With the lawyer? Okay. Alright.
That was the smartest thing he could have done. I mean, dude's a complete loser, but, to be honest, when the police are asking you questions, you don't need to answer and you shouldn't. Just talk to a lawyer.
I'm gonna go to that gray door. I'll have a seat in the orange chair for me.
It looked like their intake bay, that entrance, it also doubled as their maintenance area. It was a pretty unsecured place.
Hey, do you have an ID in here, by chance, in your wallet? Okay. You can stand up for me and put your back against that white wall for me. Just face me. Be bright flash.
God, this is a depressing area. Like, think about it right here. Just look at the sign, Blackwell Municipal Jail. It's your meal times. We've got some rules and regulations to the left. But just think about it. You're in the situation right here. This, to me, would be one of the most depressing spots, is when you're looking around and you realize, in this moment, you have no control. You are at the mercy of whatever these signs say. And this creep deserves every minute of it.
Just try to keep your eyes open, okay? Look straight at the camera. 1, 2, 3. Okay, turn to your left. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. All right, turn to your right.
Got those boys waking up early, too.
1, 2, 3. All right, you can have a seat.
I have that same CyberShot camera. What we just watched, the speaking in the beginning to the lead up to him going into intake, that's only the beginning of this case. According to court records, the suspect later entered guilty pleas to multiple felony charges involving a minor, including lewd acts and serious assault-related offenses. And while the arrest itself was calm and controlled, honestly, it's pretty quiet, the reality behind it is anything but. This is a tough case, and they're handled like this the way you saw for a reason. By the time the officers made contact with him, he had stood out there and watched the video. He had already enough information to act, which is why there was really no confrontation. We didn't see any escalation. They just walked in, had the evidence, and it was a direct and deliberate arrest. It's kind of a reminder too, these situations, they sometimes unfold not really loudly or dramatically, but when they're taken seriously and done correctly, these steps are small, they're controlled, and they lead right to accountability. So, if you're here to understand how real investigations and real decisions happen in these type of moments, make sure you're subscribed, because every video we make from here on out is going to break down exactly what's happening, not just what it looks like on the surface. And I'll see you in the next one.